I noticed that when you piss the industry off and you start bucking the system and you got so much power, so much influence, a lot of people not gonna like you. A lot of people is probably gonna turn their backs on you. This is what I've seen so far in the media. Even with these reviews I've been seeing, a lot of y'all captain, I ain't gonna front, but I get why y'all doing this, because a lot of people will definitely be biased towards Kanye West in terms of liking. A lot of the times, you know, he done dropped a couple, you know, like on a few albums back. A lot of that stuff I really didn't care for too much, because real Kanye fans, we know we like the old Kanye, and obviously we're not gonna get the old Kanye back ever again, obviously, because he's a billionaire. As much as the media, as much as the powers that be don't want to admit it, he's still a billionaire. And let y'all tell it, because you know y'all control the media, so y'all gonna say he's worth 100,000, 400,000 or whatever. You'll say he's less than a millionaire. Let you tell it. So he ruffled a lot of feathers, said a lot of stupid things, said a lot of truth. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of stuff we agree with, a lot of things we disagree with. It's kind of like Kanye's thing. You know, he's gonna say something controversial. He's gonna get you to listen to this album. He's gonna get you to tune in. He's gonna get you to put all the spotlight on what he got going on. For example, like this is the only guy that can do a listening party, like a concert in a Coliseum. That's big, that's influence, that's power. For us Kanye fans, I noticed that a lot of y'all jumped off the bandwagon real quick in terms of people of color, as well as people of a different pigmentation, if you will. Take it how you want to take it, whether you're white, black, Chinese, blind, crippled, or crazy. He's ruffled up the Jewish community for sure. So a lot of these people are in position of power. For example, now if a Kanye West album come out, let's say like, we'll just say like Donda 2 or anything previous to that. I mean, true enough, you're gonna get the people that might not disagree with Kanye, but a lot of them is like really bashing this guy. I even seen a couple ratings like 1 star, 2 stars. Is this album really like a 2-star album or 1-star? I mean, why waste your time? Obviously it's not. Just off the strength of people is paying good money, top dollar all over the world. If he was to say, well, we having a listening party. I just recently watched a listening party in Dubai. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, Kanye is a giving person. No matter what you say about him, he gives a lot of shots in between albums or production or whatever the case may be. So, I mean, obviously he got Freddie Gibbs on there. That should tell you something. Like normally, he got his usual collaborators there, and he got a couple of new ones that I'm not used to seeing. Obviously, he did songs with these guys before. I mean, I take that back. I forgot one feature I saw on there. YG. Shouts out to YG. YG is on there. Who would have thought you would see a YG and a Kanye West collaboration? If I had reason to believe, I would think Dolla would probably be the reason for that, of course. Obviously, that's what I would think. I'm a big Dolla fan, so it was pretty much a no-brainer. It wasn't no way we wasn't gonna listen to this album. We saw the original cover. He changed the cover. This is so Kanye. Kanye will change the whole album list if you let him. With that being said, he got a lot of power. I mean, this is the biggest independent album I've seen so far. Shouts out to Michael. Shouts out to Killer Mike, by the way. You know what I'm saying? That's just a side note, off topic, but I just had to say that. Digging into this album, off the first 2 listens, I say I like 14 out of 16 songs, maybe 13. So just off the strength of that, it's definitely worth the listen. It's definitely not a 1-star album. With all these bad critics saying it's distasteful, the production is not there, lyrics is trash, or whatever the case, but this was pretty much a creative album for the most. And he gave me a little bit of hip hop there. I heard a little bit of rapping in there too. So I pretty much, off the first 2 listens, I thought the album wasn't bad at all to me. I mean, I thought it was actually pretty good. It's a nice blend of different genres of music, obviously. We got your traditional hip hop that we're used to. I even heard like an interpolation of Back That Ass Up. It's like a couple tunes inside within these productions or within these compositions that we're familiar with, hits from the past or whatever, mixed with a little bit of techno, house. I mean, he's blending genres. Obviously, this is Kanye. You know he's gonna do that. He had a couple I like to call lo-fi, emo type of vibes on there, but he's saying a lot of controversial things. He's clearing a few things up, I guess, in his own way. Obviously, anything Kanye do, you're gonna pay attention and you're gonna tune in. I really want to just key in on how many of y'all that's really hating on this man like that, man. I can't believe how much Kanye slander he's getting right now, because a lot of y'all capping right now. I'm gonna call y'all out on that. And I could have just made this This Is Not a Podcast, but I'm gonna make this a total reaction review, because I've seen a lot of people waste their time. I've watched 45 minutes of bull, you know what I'm saying? And I just feel like a lot of these people is not being really honest and really genuine about the critique in this album. So that's why I'm not gonna play song for song, because definitely I'm not gonna get copyright infringement on nothing. I'm not playing a damn thing. If you want to hear the song, I suggest you go stream it, or however you gonna listen to it, do that. I could name off the songs. I could definitely key in on the features and who was on this song, who was on that song. But I'm really not finna do that. You know what I'm saying? I just really want to just take this time and just really react off the critics, react off the album itself. You know what I'm saying? Like me, myself, I'm not really expecting any classics being dished out from Kanye West at this point in his career. At this point, it's just about the music. It's about the creativity. And right now, I feel like that's what's needed in this genre right now. To some people, they think this genre is dying. I myself, I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence. I wouldn't say the genre is dying as long as music is being made. But what I will say is the lack of creativity, the lack of substance, the lack of wanting to create music how it's supposed to be created, just like any other respective genres out there. I mean, you got a lot of people that's experimenting or exploring other genres, especially in this hip-hop community or even in the R&B realm. Hell, I just watched the Super Bowl and I saw Beyonce in a commercial, and she's about to release a country album right there. And just recently she did House. She got the Alphabet community behind her with that one. You know, they really ran them numbers up for her in this regard. And now she's tackling country music. Shouts out to T-Pain, by the way. T-Pain did it too. So I'm just making it a point to say, in the case of Kanye West, another collaborative album that I didn't really see coming. Who would have thought that chemistry that him and Ty Dolla $ign had would turn into something like this? And I'm pretty sure they may have talked about this within studio sessions or anything like that. I'm pretty sure the vibe is there. Ty Dolla $ign, what can you say about Ty Dolla $ign? I mean, anything Ty Dolla $ign on is just gonna make the song better anyway. Obviously, he has production credits on there because he's an exceptional musician. A lot of people don't know that. Ty Dolla $ign is super talented. One of my favorite artists, of course. I'm still listening to Free TC to this day. That's like my favorite Ty Dolla $ign project, hands down. I mean, I like the Beach House series and everything like that. And what can you really say about Kanye that nobody knows? So I'm not gonna harp on the album too much, but just overall, like the collaborative effort, I will say this. Definitely a vibe. It's definitely replayable. I thought the album was dope, contrary to popular belief, because y'all on some bullshit. For real, because y'all the same people that was holding this man nuts up. Y'all the same people that was holding him up high, but the moment you know he gonna fly off the handle, you know he gonna say something crazy, you know he gonna say something controversial, regardless if it's true or not. The slander y'all giving this guy, y'all not being honest about the reviews. I could see if you gave him like 3 stars at least. I could even accept anybody saying it was a pretty solid effort. It was about very few of y'all kept it 100. Out of all the reviews I've seen, I've watched shorts, I sat there and I sat back and I was like, yo, I'm not finna regurgitate the same thing the last 5 reviews or reactions, and I'm pretty sure he can care less. But in all honesty, I would say this, from off the first 2 listens of Vultures 1, I'm definitely looking forward to what Vultures 2 and 3 would sound like in the months to come, because I just don't feel like y'all being fair, and maybe it was warranted based off the comments he was saying, because I know if I was talking trash about another race, I'm pretty sure y'all would try to cancel, blackball him some kind of way. But you can't really blackball Kanye because he kind of like, y'all kind of let him in already. So it's kind of like too late to blackball him. Yeah, y'all might not sign him to y'all labels. Y'all might try to take away all his endorsements and all that. Even like Adidas had to go ahead and retract their statements and double back because they got so much inventory with Yeezy that we gonna have to keep this man on till we sell all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the stuff he was saying, obviously he sees something. And I'm not here to say, oh, I'm standing with this person or I'm standing with that person. I'm just calling it down the middle. I'm just calling it a spade a spade. I could easily be biased. Yes, I'm a Kanye West fan. Yes, I'm a Ty Dolla $ign fan. I'm pretty much majority of everybody that's on this project, behind the scenes and in front. I pretty much enjoy most of everybody that's on this album. I enjoy their music personally. Shouts out to Bump J. Shouts out to Lil Durk. Lil Durk just got his first Grammy, by the way. So shouts out to Lil Durk doing his thing. That's once again, Kanye always put on for Chicago some way, shape, or form. I mean, for years since he's been on, he's always, through the alley-oop. There's a lot of things he do behind the scenes that never get talked about. For the ones that do know, we know the contributions that he brought to not only to the culture, but just in Chicago alone. So we would never let y'all dim his light in terms of that, because Kanye is one of them. All ego aside, Kanye is one of them. So y'all can't literally turn that off. Y'all can't just shut that off like that. I mean, I get it. He said a lot of idiotic things. I'm okay. We got that. All that aside, the proof is in the pudding. He can drop an album today. He can drop another album right now, surprise, no promotion, and you're gonna tune in and listen to it. He can have an album release party. He can have a listening party. Every state, almost every part of the globe, and you're gonna tune in. Not only that, you're gonna support him. So all that y'all talking about, y'all need to stop the capping and really just be honest. So whether you like it or not, I'm not saying, okay, get a man 5 stars unless you want to. I'm not saying it's the greatest thing you ever heard in the world. No, absolutely not. Overall, if you know Kanye and what to expect, I kind of think about this album like, this album is like a mixture of a few albums in my opinion, with a little twist of something new in there, you know what I mean? Like, it gives me Yeezy vibes, Jesus vibes. The album gives me Yeezus vibes. It gives me The Life of Pablo vibes. It's like it gives me about 2-3 albums all rolled into one that he might have did. It kind of give me these different vibes. So that's why I will say this album is pretty solid for the most. It's not too crazy. I'm not gonna say it's a classic. I almost kind of gave it a little too much credit, but then I would be overly biased just off the last 2 listens, and I'm probably gonna listen to it again throughout the week. We might have to revisit this, but right now as it stands, I think I'm gonna rate this album a solid 4 stars, just off the rip, based off the production, based off the creativity. I mean, you want to argue about the lyrics, y'all just nitpicking. First of all, Kanye got writers. So if y'all disrespected Kanye, you disrespected one of the greatest pens in the culture today, inside the Prince, and whoever else been writing. So you just like you stunting on him. I'm trying to watch the curses, so you get where I'm trying to go with this. So I'm just like, you know what, I call cap on a lot of these ratings y'all giving Kanye. Like, it's gonna sound like I'm defending him, but I am defending him. So I'm gonna stand up for my dog this time around, because I'm calling cap on what y'all doing right now. And that's a disservice to Ty Dolla $ign. He don't deserve that neither. So for y'all to give them a 1 to 2 stars based off the ratings, I see what y'all doing over there at Rolling Stone, man. Y'all bogus for that, because at the time, once upon a time, y'all thought he was the greatest thing since sliced bread. And just because he made some off the wall comments, now y'all wanna, blackball him. He flips out from time to time. Kanye is Kanye, man. He gonna have a Kanye rant. I mean, that's kind of make him who he is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so with all that being said, man, I give it a 4 stars. Man, and y'all need to go ahead and give it another listen if you ask me. And if you do, try to be honest this time. I'm calling out a lot of y'all bloggers. I'm calling out a lot of y'all music critics and tastemakers and all you media outlets. Y'all really don't care about what I say, and that's okay. I mean, I may not have the same type of views as y'all got, but I will speak my truth. And I think I speak for most people. I think I speak for the people that went to the listening party. I've talked to random people, just the people, not somebody with this fake credibility, or not somebody that's hiding behind the camera or clicking the keyboard. No, we out here. So when I talk to people, I like to know, okay, what was your reaction to that? Whether you like it or not, let me know what you feel about it. I'm gonna listen to it for myself too. And I got a couple other reviews coming up, by the way. So I'm gonna pretty much end this one right here, and we're gonna talk a little more about Kanye West and kind of dig into a little bit more. I probably might save that for one of the episodes when this is not a podcast, which, by the way, we are on a road to 100. We are almost there. I appreciate everybody that's coming in. We got a few new subscribers this week, and I appreciate y'all, each and every one of y'all. I hope you stay here. I hope y'all help me get this watch time up, because I desperately need it. Shouts out to everybody that's inquiring about everything we got going on right now. So I don't want to take up too much of y'all's time, and I appreciate y'all for rocking with me this long. For those of you that's watching this long and seen this video to this point. So that's it, man. That's all. And before I leave, I want to just say, as y'all know, I am developing a few short films. We're bringing brand new content to the channel. I also have another announcement. Unfortunately, PowerCircle.life will be off the web, probably under construction for a while within the next 5 days. So for all of you that's purchasing any of our Head Busters Knockout All-Purpose Seasoning, you can still purchase that. That's not going to stop. But as far as PowerCircle.life, we are going under construction for a while. So if y'all don't see the website within 5 days, don't be alarmed. You can still purchase Head Busters Knockout All-Purpose Seasoning. We do have the link. You can purchase it all the time, anytime you want. So that will never stop. As far as the content and everything, I just feel like right now, I don't think for me it's not too lucrative right now to keep the website going because lack of traffic there is. I know a lot of, I'm appreciative of everybody that checked out the website, that ever purchased anything on the website. But for right now, we're gonna kind of scale back a lot of things, you know what I mean? And sometimes in business, you have to do just that. But I don't want to talk too much about that on this episode right now. So that's all that I wanted to say, and just kind of throw that in at the end. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video right here because I got a ton of other content that I have to get to. As you can see, I got my mic up right here. I decided, I just want to rap with y'all about that, do a quick review on that. I know normally when I do these reviews, I usually ring off a couple songs here. But I mean, like I said, I'm not gonna do that. Y'all on some bull, man. Like for those of you that this message applies to, y'all on some real good bull right now. So I'm not gonna even give y'all the satisfaction of reading off this song list. What I will suggest is you go listen to the Vultures 1. Go check the album out yourself and listen to it and be real with yourself and give it an honest critique. So off the first listen, I'm giving it a 4. I might feel like a 3.5 tomorrow. Who knows? But I'm gonna tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, make sure you like and subscribe and hit that notification button. And as always, keep God first, stay sucker free, and by all means get to the money. Peace and love, stay healthy, and I'm out this joint.